Solutions, where total physical fitness is directed by physical therapists. Today I'm going to show you a quick home workout that you can do with elastic bands with handles or without handles attached to a doorway. Now this workout will work your entire body with just a few movements, so you don't have to go and isolate muscles to muscles, which is a typical way of working out when you do a bodybuilding type of workout. You know, your typical chest and tris one day, your back and bicep one day, and then legs one day. Those type of splits where you do 3 to 4 exercises per body part, 2 to 4 sets per exercise. It's just tedious, it's long, it doesn't work for a lot of people. So these days, if you look at science says if you work your full body in one day, it's going to be the best to speed up your metabolism. So this workout that we've designed in our gym, which we've termed sort of these metabolic maximizing movements or short met-max movements, they're designed to work many muscles at once. Some of these exercises will work 75 to 100% of your muscles in your body with one movement. And what happens is you can get through these exercises that works your entire body in a shorter amount of time. You know, think of if you isolate one muscle at a time, and you just chose, you know, this part of your shoulder, then this part of your shoulder, then this part of your shoulder, this part of your arm, this part of your arm, it would take you forever to work out. And some of you have experienced this. You would spend an hour and a half to 2 hours in the gym doing your workouts. Well, this workout I'm going to show you, you'll get your full body workout in about 20 minutes. So here we go. We're going to do the first exercise. Nice and simple. Again, these bands that I have, they have these little sort of knobs at the end. You just throw it through a door and shut the door. What you could do is you just pick a doorway, get a few of these bands set up like I have. We have these racks here. And you just do this in a circuit training fashion, so very low rest. So what you'll feel from this workout is not only are you working and toning, strengthening the muscles, you're going to be out of breath because you're going to be doing this in a circuit training fashion. You're never going to be sitting and resting for a couple of minutes in between each set. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is a row. Now, for those of you who don't have any lower extremity problems, knee, hips, ankle problems, you can do this movement. If you do have any kind of lower extremity problems, you can only do half the movement, which is just a row. Right? So if you have any kind of leg problems, you would just row like this. Now, if you don't have leg problems, we're going to combine the movement and do a lunge and row at the same time. Now, if you notice, you want to keep your chest up. You don't want to lean forward or lean back too far. You don't want to drop your chest. And you want to row as you go down. And also, if you notice my tempo, I'm never pausing. I'm not stopping and going down fast like this. It's very important to keep a tempo without pausing. And what you would do is you would do about 10, 15, 20, depending upon your strength and your endurance, on one leg, and then switch legs and do another set of 10 to 20 repetitions. So right after you're done with that, you're going to come and grab one of these. You can grab 2 if you're strong enough, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll do 1. And again, if you have any kind of lower leg problems, just stay in a squat position, sort of quarter squat, stomach tight, and chop the band down. Now the key is to do this exercise without your trunk twisting or moving. Okay? Now if you don't have any leg pain or leg problems, you can do this with a squat. So again, no pause, constant movement. And you want to do, again, somewhere between 10 to 20, even up to 30 repetitions on this, and you would turn around and do the other side. Again, the key is to keep your stomach tight and you're not turning your trunk. Okay, so while the first exercise, the lunge and row, works a lot of your biceps, your entire back, of course your legs if you're lunging, the chop down works on the inside arm. It's going to work your bicep, your chest, your shoulder, and the whole time it's working your core. On the outside arm, it's going to work your back and your triceps. And of course, when you turn around, it's just the opposite muscles. So, next movement. So same thing, stand in a quarter squat position, stomach always braced and tight. It's not just sucking in, it's in and then bear down. When you bear down, you don't want to feel like you're doing crunches. You should have still your chest up, stomach tight. And you're going to come up Now this exercise is going to work, again, the chest here, bicep here, deltoids here, shoulder muscles here, triceps and back, coming up like this. No trunk movement. Again, if you don't have any knee problems or ankle problems or hip problems, you can add in a squat with this motion. Again, no trunk rotation. You want to keep your trunk tight. If you're pretty strong, you can always do this with one arm or just double the resistance by grabbing both handles like this. Much tougher. Of course, for every amount of resistance you add for your arms, it's that much more resistance for your core. So make sure you have the skill to do this exercise without your back twisting. Because while we're working our core, we don't want to be grinding and twisting our back. We want to keep it straight. So after that, you need to go back to this one. Stand in the lunge position. Bring your arms down. Now this will really focus a lot of the stress on your back and your triceps. Again, if you don't have any leg problems with the lunge, more dynamic and also really works on your balance to do it with a squat. The key with this exercise is to make sure that your shoulder blades are squeezing back like this. You don't want to sort of round your shoulders forward. You want to keep your chest up and shoulder blades back. Okay, again, so you would do that for about 15, 20 repetitions. And you can finish both hands standing in the lunge position, almost like a back fisting type position, keeping your chest up. Like so. Same thing, if your legs are okay, you can always lunge and come up, or you can squat and come up, like so. Same thing, 10, 15, 20 repetitions, depending upon your strength. And the last one is taking the bands, standing in the lunge position. Now, again, if you have no leg problems, or if you do have leg problems, you can just stand and do a pressing motion, almost like a bench press. If your chest is pretty strong, you can either do a stronger band or come out farther and go into this type of motion. Okay? And you can also do this with a lunge if you're strong, or just press and lunge like this. Okay. So just with those movements, you can get a full body workout. What I would recommend is starting with maybe 2 sets of each exercise, starting with about 10, 15 repetitions if you've been pretty sedentary. If you're pretty active, you've already been working out, you can probably progress right to 3 sets of each exercise, working in that circuit training fashion, starting with about 15 repetitions. As you get stronger, you can always build up the repetitions. You can also, I'm out of breath, you can also do more resistance depending upon your strength levels. The key is non-stop, circuit training fashion, going from one exercise to another, always bracing to keep your core tight, always keeping perfect posture. You never want to feel like your body is moving with any of those exercises. So give that a try, and let me know if you have any questions.